Hello guys, this is Villager Master. You should watch the previous part to hear the typical conversation, because we're going to be continuing our conversation. The only reason why I ended it because I try to do half-hour periods or shorter. So it varies. So yeah, I'm not kidding. Guys introverts are very, very quiet about how they express themselves. They are very timid. I'm just talking about myself, by the way. Only reason why I could actually talk to you like this, because I do not see you. I get very flustered just by trying to talk to people sometimes. I think I use the right word properly. So, today, we are still talking about feelings and stuff, and about healthy relationships. Not healthy relationships. If you've seen my previous parts of my video, you would already know. I talk about the random stuff about feelings sometimes. Sometimes I actually give good advice. Take it and leave it. If it's up to you, if you want to listen. I just try to help to make people feel better about themselves. One time I... I see. Oh no, I'm getting so mad. That's just a game. Life goes on, right? Girls and guys, never give up on your lives. Just because one bad breakup, it doesn't mean the world ends, you know? Because I know so many people who are very emotional if they get a breakup. Don't forget, there's a lot of people in the sea. I met so many kind people over the years. If I actually found all the single people I met over the years, I can probably start an app actually. But, or a marriage, of course. Depends on your religion. For me, for my religion, it would be engagement. Then you get to know them. Because that is in my religion, in Islam. Yeah, I'm a Muslim, who cares? If people whine just because of your religion, that's not a true friend. And you should never mock about a religion either. Even if you have disagreements. Even if you're 100% wrong, you know. Always have a respect for one another. I do have a religious channel. That one's actually doing very well. Because that one is just for helping people to remember stuff. Because I try to help people in general. But for my channel here, I speak a random stuff. You don't know what it will be every day, huh? If it's a topic we were talking about and I said there will be more, then that means there will be more. But let's go back on topic about certain types of people. Like introverts, they are like speechless, like they can't speak, like how I'm acting, like stuttering a little bit. It's like that. Sometimes people have disabilities also, don't forget. Some people have disabilities who can't speak, what's that word? Speak issues. Yeah, that's the word. Can't express it properly. And by the way, if you are married and you're having issues, you should get counseling. It doesn't matter if your spouse says, no, we're not doing it. Who cares? If you want a healthy marriage and you can actually want it to achieve what you want, like a happy marriage, you better do counseling. You better. And if you say, no, it's a waste of time, she won't listen. Here's the thing. It takes time to open up to the other person, right? You think it's walking apart saying, hey, I love you. I could speak my mind off. And the other person says, let's take it slow and take it slow at our own pace. Because some people can run and gun and stuff, and get burnt out. If you're with someone for life, it doesn't matter how long it takes. As long as if the other person agrees with you, says, let's take our time. Go slow and steady. It doesn't mean you have to run and gun and say, hey, we got to do this quick. Bam, 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 bam. On a schedule, Marriages don't work that way. Clown, if you have fights, at the end of the day, you should try and make up. If it's possible, of course. If it's something really, really, really major, then you should get counseling. If that's possible. Like, cheating. No, I do not agree. You should just kick them to the curb. Because at some point, they're probably going to do it again. Because cheating is no-go for me. You get one chance and you're gone. Like, there is such thing as misunderstandings. You should always get your information properly. Of course. Not you just say, hey, I'm done. I'm done. No. You can't speak. You should have clear conversation. Because sometimes there is such thing as misunderstandings. In life, right? It doesn't mean they're cheating, right? You actually have to have a conversation. Saying, what were you thinking? What were you doing? Why did you do this? With a calm voice, right? Just like mine. Take deep breaths. No yelling. That's how you get racket. If you want results, speak calm. Like you're speaking, like you're talking to a child without them even knowing what. Because you can't yell at a child just because you say, hey, you broke this. What are you going to do, huh? Don't yell. No yelling. It's just racket. Yes, if you get angry, yes, you should go walk or just say, hey, I need to cool off. Let me talk when I'm back, okay? Then we can have a clear conversation, because people do need to cool off, think rationally, instead of saying on the moment, because sometimes some people need to cool down, take a little break, walk around, relax. There should be always a way to cool down before you do something crazy. If you have evidence of cheating, then that's a different story. You can do whatever you want. Of course, you can do anything what you want. You don't have to listen to my advice. But I do want to help people, because there is such thing as misunderstandings. I'm not a genius. I'm not licensed. If you are a licensed person about marriage counseling, let me know what you think about my advice. I hope you agree with it. I give so many people advice, like, it's free, There's nothing wrong with free stuff. I do this for free just because I want to make people's marriages happy, If you can't have kids, it's not end of the world. It is not end of the world. There's adopting child, right? Adopting, orphanage. I think there's such thing as those in certain countries. I have no idea. It's not a bad thing. Hey, if you adopt a child instead of... Like, if you can't have a child, that's fine. It's not your fault, It's just you can't do stuff. And do not ever say stuff in the comments, by the way, if you can't do that stuff, by the way. Because that's your personal information. But if my advice does help, send me a message. I am more than happy to say, hey, this actually helps me. Thank you for giving me some ideas to try. Because don't forget, this channel is speaking my mind. And I say whatever I want. Of course, I try to be responsible for my words, right? Yeah, a lot of will say, yeah, we can't speak. My man won't speak to me. Hey, some guys, they freeze. They literally freeze because they're scared of losing you if they're going to say the wrong things, right? It's not because of you, right? Some guys get terrified just by trying to think of the right type of words without screwing it up. So give them a little bit of time of thinking, right? Like, if I was married, I would be terrified. Or having a spouse. Or getting to know someone. I would be terrified of speaking. To be honest, at one point, before I became religious, I honestly given up on starting a family in general. Just because of how I think sometimes. But don't forget, everyone is different. There's different partners, right? There's some girls who like taking a lead and say, hey, let's go do something, you know? And some girls prefer the guy doing it instead. There's nothing wrong with that at all. There's nothing wrong with that. In my eyes. Because that's between you and your spouse. Or your partner. Or your better half. Right? Trust cannot be broken ever. If you like someone else, do not, and I repeat, do not stay with a person you like. I meant not like the person you're with. If you don't like them, why would you waste your effort and time? Say, hey, I like someone else. Well, they're giving you money. Like, what? No, you don't play games. I would lose my temper. I would probably break some plates and chuck them at people. But I will say one thing. If you're honest with your person you're with right now, that's understandable. Yeah, sometimes it gets boring and stuff. It doesn't mean you need to leave. You just have a chat. That means try something new. Like, give you an example, like going to the movie theaters. If that doesn't work, there's nothing wrong, like, saying, hey, can we try something new? Try something new. Like, after all, it's your better half. Don't be scared to speak your mind. If they disagree, say, no, I don't want to do this. Have open mind. Have, like, not like a crazy idea, like, in your head, you know what I mean? Like, I'm talking about stuff you could do in public. And my friends who are younger than me, welcome to the channel. I talk to my mind and I try to help older people. Because it turns out I do well at that. Because I seen a lot of old people ask me for advice in the past on Discord. Or in my old game I used to play for 8 years. So why not? Why can't I not speak my mind? You know? I keep on forgetting to check my email. If I had a spouse who reassure me, like, hey, ladies and guys, if they're timid, you gotta reassure them. Saying, hey, you're doing a good job. You know? Reassure them. Be like your rock too, right? Vice versa, if your partner is down, be their rock. Don't back away, because that's what wrong. It's wrong. Yeah, I don't care if you think I'm pushing your buttons. I don't care. Because I understand people very well. Because I have been in charge of many people in this one game. Yeah, online is different, of course. I'm just talking about the same concept. You have to work as a team to get stuff done. And I get personal with the people I used to hang out with. Do I talk behind their backs? No. Not about their personal life if they don't allow me. If they say, no, you're not allowed to ever tell anyone about this, I don't say it. Yeah, I might say something similar, but I won't say their name, ever. I did that in the past when I was younger, and I regretted it. You know, people make mistakes. It's up to the people who you did bad to. It's up to them if they forgive you for it. And I'm a religious man, and up to my Lord. So yeah, if people say, "Hey, why does my husband don't talk to me?" Here's the thing. It's not you. It's him. Because sometimes it takes guys a long while to trust people. Because it could be a past trauma, right? It doesn't mean he doesn't want to open up. It just takes time. It just takes time for a lot of guys. For me, if I ever get a spouse, I would be terrified of opening up because I'm worried about them using it against me in the future, right? So don't forget, ladies, when you, or males, of course, if you have a spouse, you better take care of them properly. Including if you get in fights, you know, that's normal. Never break their trust. You break that trust, they will never trust you in their lives. You know. You never joke about your spouse. You shouldn't be ever speaking about your spouse badly in front of people. Yeah, you have fights, that is normal, but you never say stuff about other people's family members and stuff, you know, saying, hey, this guy is a tyrant or something like that. No, you don't say that to people. You try to get counseling. I know I'm not your counselor, you know, I'm not even licensed, but if there's a counselor who watches my videos just because you like Minecraft or you like what I talk about, you're more than welcome to send me a message in one of my videos. Not shorts, because I do not look at those as much. My videos. And tell me what you think, Mr. Counselor. If there is a counselor who watches my stuff. But if you are a person who listens to my advice and actually see improvements, I'm very happy for you. I'm a very emotional person, I tell you. I don't show it, but in my head, I'm like we're going to give you an example. Like a rocket ship. Or like a beating heart kind of thing. I'm very emotional, but I do not show it on my face. I'm like a rock. Like you couldn't even see or tell very well. So this one guy was helping in the past. I'm not going to say his name, of course. This guy was having issues with his girl. Like, they broke up now. I said to him, if she never lets you speak, not even once, like she just says, I don't care. Like, that's not a relationship. That's just like, she thinks you're a wallet. Like, you always have to talk to one another. That's how you deal with issues, you know? And this guy is so much happier. Like, I even said, hey, I'm proud of you, buddy. I'm proud of you actually standing up for yourself, you know? Because I feel sorry for this guy so bad. And it's been like years. I think I was 16 or 14. I was helping this guy. Because there's so many guys who stay in dead relationship because they're worried about dying alone too. I'm pretty sure. Or they just don't know when to leave. They always have that hope in their heart. And I honestly feel sorry for the people who do. And for the women who do the same thing. Just because this guy treats you like garbage, it doesn't mean you should stay with them. Like, they give you money and they treat you like garbage. Who cares? Money is not the end goal, you know? Happiness is. A lot of people say, hey, I care about big dollars, you know? Yeah, yeah. You have your little la la land with money. Well, end of the day, if you die alone, it's your fault. You know? For me, if I could find someone who can actually have a good conversation with it, like how I'm talking to you guys, this would be perfect. But I'm too timid. I'm too scared to talk. I would be terrified in person. So I make this channel to speak my mind and playing Minecraft and just chilling. So yeah. If my advice does actually help you guys, you don't need to thank me. Thank yourself to actually listen. Just thank yourself so you actually listen to some type of advice. Big or small. Like, you could even bisect my ideas, you know? Use a couple here, a couple there. But end of the day, it's your decision, whatever you decide, of course. I just hope you guys live happy lives, my followers. Or my future followers. I hope you guys are having happy, healthy lives. Yeah, I care about my followers very well. I do my best to look at the comments. On my one channel, I can't even look at it because there's too many. There's like hundreds of them. But in my YouTube videos, make sure you send a comment in my videos. I do look at those because I don't get very many of those. My shorts, do not send them there because I will not look at it most likely. If it's something interesting, then I will respond to it on my shorts sometimes if I consider looking at it. So much bread. Huh. If you're in a happy marriage, you should be lucky. You should be thanking fate, you know what I mean? And if you're religious, your Lord also. It's a blessing to have a nice wife. Because there's a lot of bad people, I tell you. Gaia. Huh. Okay, time to throw saplings away. Not saplings, but whatever these are. There we go. There we go indeed. Yeah, it says Minecraft every time because it is about Minecraft. Well, I speak my mind. I will say one thing. I've been in the past relationship, someone who cheated on me, and I felt really heartbroken. Or one was long distance. I will say one thing. Best relationship I ever had. It's a long distance issue, you know. Like if I actually, if she lived in my country, I would be married by now. If I had the money to do it, I would marry that girl in a heartbeat. Kindest heart I ever met. I never met anyone who else is that kind. When you find someone like how I felt, yeah, I know I shouldn't have. Um, I basically said, hey, I think we should go our separate ways because of long distances issue. Yeah, a lot of people say, hey, why don't you save money? Man, if I save every penny I had, I wouldn't have enough probably. If I calculated for 10 years what I do now, I wouldn't even be close. But if she actually sees this video somehow, I hope she's doing well. Because you always gotta think for the best for the person you cannot be with. Including if you say, no, I like her so much. Or he, because I don't know if you're a female or not, right? You should be always saying, hey, I can't be with him. That's fine, you know. You should at least say, hey, at least there was someone who actually cared about me. Because here's the thing, if there's one person, there could be another person who could be better, right? If you never fall in love, I feel sorry for you. I acknowledge actually those feelings like a few months ago, to be honest. Not a months, like off and on. Nice person, I tell you. Not like I can't express my how I'm trying to think. There we go.
With YouTube Premium.
Nope. We're gonna just be speaking. We're not doing ads. Nope. You're not getting my hearing you ads. You know, it's annoying. So why is he not using ad blocker? Hey, I'm not wasting money. I'm not wasting money. I'm stingy that way. I don't make a lot of money, so I make enough to at least eat crappy food. At least I can do that at least. If I actually wanted to eat healthy, I would have to figure out how to find someone who knows how to cook better. Then, don't worry, I don't make TV dinners. Don't worry, I'm not that bad. I'm just talking about cooking skills is not my strongest idea. If I could, I would probably try my best to find, like, what is it called? A cook, yeah, a cook. Or, like, you should learn how to cook. If you don't know how to cook, like, I know how to make chicken burgers. Like, you put them on a cookie sheet. I'm talking about, like, from scratch. Some scratch stuff I cannot do. I only follow whatever the order says on the schedule. Not schedule. Thinking about work already. Trying to remember what it was. Yes, I'm cleaning stuff off. I'm just very stubborn, guys. I had a feeling he was going to die before he touched me anyways. Mr. Zombie didn't get me. There we go. Yeah, you notice when I make the advice videos, it's much longer than 10 to 15 minutes usually. So, after this, I think I should do the roof, but that should be in the next video. But I will be taking a fair bit off. Like I'm talking about, like not pre-making videos. I'm going to be taking a month off, but you should be fine, guys. Like, it's April for this month, so the videos I pre-made, it's good until June, I think. Whatever the two J's are connected, I think August is the month I actually gotta make more videos. So, I know you guys like hearing me talk probably by now. There we go. Making that into my bedroom. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Yeah, I'm not singing to you guys, by the way, if you're wondering. Just doing a tune. Where I can finish the glass. Bam, bam. See you next time on Villager Master. Thank you for watching, and do not forget, control your anger and have a calm voice to talk. See you next time on Villager Master. Thank you for watching.